Day number 24, exploitation with cURL. Hoperation Eggsploit. Let's see. We have the two videos from the two creators. Task number 1, introduction. According to Blue Team Intel, the wormhole is held open by a control panel on the Evil Bunny's web server. The team must shut it down first to cut off reinforcements before facing King malware. However, the terminal they have is bare. No burp suite, no browser, just a command prompt, but that's fine. The team will use the command line and curl to speak HTTP directly, send requests, read responses, and find the endpoints that shut the portal. Learning objects can understand what HTTP requests and responses are at a high level. Use curl to make basic requests using get and view raw responses in the terminal. Send post requests with curl to submit data to endpoints. Work with cookies and sessions in curl to maintain login state across requests. Connecting to the machine, we have to start the attack box and the virtual machine. Answer the questions below. I have successfully started the virtual machine. Task number 2, web hacking using curl. HTTP requests using curl. Applications like our web browser communicate with servers using HTTP. Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Think of HTTP as the language for asking a server for resources. Pages, images, JSON data, and GET answers back. So if you want to access a website, your browser sends an HTTP request to the web server. If the request is valid, the server replies with an HTTP response that contains the data needed to display the website. In an absence of a browser, you can still speak with HTTP directly from the command line. It's a simple way we use curl for this. Curl is a command line tool for crafting HTTP requests and viewing raw responses. It's ideal when you need a precision or when GUI tools aren't available. Trying curl. Let's open up the machine. Let's place a curl to the vulnerable machine. HTTP 1080.168.229. Welcome to curl practice server. Try sending a post request with post HTTP. What happens after running the command is that curl sends an HTTP GET request for the site's homepage. An HTTP response is received containing the body, which is then printed in the terminal. Because this is a terminal, instead of rendering the web page, what you'll see is the text representation of the page in HTML. Sending a post request. Suppose you found a login form whose post target is post HTTP. When you log in through a browser, it sends a post request to the server containing the credentials you entered. We can simulate this directly from the terminal. So basically, we have this command, which we'll copy, go to clipboard, and paste it here, copy it again, and put it in here. Invalid credentials, what, right? What's happening? The execute tells curl to use the post method. D defines the data we're sending in the body of the request. Data will send in the URL encoded format, which is the same as what HTML forms use. If the application expects additional fields like a login button or a CSRF token, they can be included too. We see in the request, we copy this command now. We place it here. Copy again and paste it. Invalid credentials. To view exactly what the server returns, including headers and potential redirects, then add the I flag. Hit again the same command and in front of X, place the I. We have a 200 OK. If the server responds with set cookie header, that's a good sign. It means you've successfully logged in or at least triggered a session. We have invalid credentials. Using cookies and sessions. Once you logged in, web applications use cookies to keep your session active. When you make another request with your browser, the cookie gets sent automatically, but with curl, you need to handle it yourself. You can see here. Right, we save the cookie. We go like this, cookie dot cookie.txt list cookie.txt, right? No cookie. The CE overwrites any cookie received from the server into the cookie text, right? We'll often see sessions like this. Not in our case. Reuse the saved cookie, right? We use B and then we provide the text. B tells the curl to send the cookies in the next request, just like the browser would. This is exactly how sessions replay testing works, by replaying valid cookies in separate requests, automating login and performing brute force using curls. Now that we can send post requests and manage sessions, it's time to automate things. Let's simulate a brute force attack against a weak login form. Start by creating a file called password and place the following passwords inside. Okay, so let's say vim password.txt, and in here we insert admin123 password, let me in, secret pass and secret, right? And actually escape, right, and quit. Then create a simple bash loop called loop.sh to try each password against the brute force.php, and copy the following code inside it. We go again with vim loop.sh, we insert, and then we take this for loop to the clipboard and take it there. Passwords in our password text. So for every line in here, trying password, print to the terminal that we are trying each password. And then in response, then use the following command. Basically, it tries for the user admin which password. And if the response is basically 200 successful, then hit welcome. And then we change mode. We basically add executable permissions to loop. And we hit it. Password. Yeah, obviously, because our is... It's weird that I don't see the passwords. But let's create the password one. It's a bit tricky. It's a bit weird that I don't see that. Admin123 password, let me in, secret pass, secret. Okay, now we just hit loop. Password found, secret pass. Okay. Bypassing user agent checks. Some applications block curl by checking the user agent header. For example, a server may reject the request using agent header and then the following. To specify a custom agent header, you can use the -a flag, right? You can see over here. To confirm the check, curl I the following. If the first fails and the second one succeeds, the UA check is working and we've bypassed it by spoofing. Bonus mission. This section is optional. All right, let's go to the questions. Answer the questions below. Make a post request to... All right, so let's go back to the requests, to the name admin and the password. Secret pass. And the password admin. Okay. Admin. Okay, this is the flag. Make a request to cookie PHP endpoint with user admin and the password admin and save the cookie. Reuse the saved cookie in the same endpoint. What is the flag received? C for cookies. And then we have to... We can get rid of the username and the password because under the cookies, we have the cookies, the login credentials with -b. So with this, we get them. And with this, we should see. There you go. There you go. session cookie master. After the force, what is the password for the secret pass? Make a request to the agent PHP endpoint with the user agent TBFC. What is the flag you received? We delete the credentials also. We just go like that. And we have it here. Task number 3, the conclusion of this advent of cyber. The final battle commences. With the wormhole closed, King Malware no longer has access to his reinforcements. McSkitty looked to her fellow Werewolf Town members. The king would only be vulnerable for a moment. The time to strike was now. Charge! McSkitty explained. McSkitty and the townspeople of Marvel began unloading a barrage of snowballs on the King's Bunny Battalion. They quickly returned fire with egg projectiles. The skyline became a blur of snowballs and eggs. Can you imagine that? And McSkitty used this moment of chaos to sneak into a king's throne room. Just as McSkitty was about to gain entry, a voice stopped her. Not so fast, giggled Sir Carrot Bane. He slowly approached McSkitty, who suddenly felt underprepared. Just when she thought she was out of luck, Sir Breach Blocker the Third stepped in front of her. Go, he simply said. What you doing, Sir Carrot Bane stuttered. What I should have done a long time ago. Was right, Sir Breach Blocker the Third slammed his shield in the snow and drew his sword. Go! He shouted, turning to McSkitty. The end of the road. McSkitty seized the moment and ran into the king's throne room, where she found King Malware throwing a tantrum. Where are my reinforcements? They're not coming, Malware. McSkitty affirmed. It's over. Malware is ours. Now let's see how you like being captured now. As she shouted, 2 Werewolf Town members sprang a cage on the king. It was over. Thanks in large part to your efforts, McSkitty has been freed, and King Malware had finally been stopped. Werewolf has safe once again. Werewolf was safe once again. The king was dethroned and sent to Hopsec prison along with his co-conspirator, Sir Carrot Bane. Sir Breachlocker III was pardoned for his part in stopping King's tyrannical plan and later becoming King a Breachlocker. Congrats on finishing the advent of cyber and saving the day. From all of us at TryHackMe, have a Merry Suckmas and Happy New Year. As the request below, I just completed the advent of Cyber 2025.